Hello, welcome. We are at Six Flags Great Adventure today. So the first thing I want to say about this is I have not stepped foot into a Six Flags park, a Six Flags branded park, let's say. Right now we know that Six Flags is all, there's, I don't know how many parks, and they have like 40 something properties now with the Legacy Cedar Fair and Legacy Six Flags, but this is the first time I've actually stepped foot into a park that has that name, Six Flags, on it since 2003, when Six Flags Worlds of Adventure was in Aurora, Ohio. So I'm glad to be here, and this is the first time I've ever been here too. 1 year after King Ka, unfortunately. But anyway, here we go. I'm excited for the day, and we're gonna head on in. Very nice entrance plaza and all the Looney Tunes characters. Also, I have the Flash Pass today. I have the standard Flash Pass though. So the standard Flash Pass allows me to do virtual queuing. So I am going to start taking a look at that and see what the lines look like. It does not look very busy here because there's a threat of rain throughout the day. So I may not need to use it that much, but we'll see. I see that the Cedar Fair Legacy branded sweet spot is here at Six Flags Great Adventure. Now with my pass, I have a all-park passport through the Legacy Cedar Fair parks, meaning I can get into Six Flags Great Adventure or any Legacy Six Flags park. However, I can't use my dining plan here or my drink plan. At least this year you can't use that. You'd have to have one through Six Flags, the Legacy Six Flags. Let's walk over to the Flash Vertical Velocity just to see how that looks this morning. Doesn't look like there's too much of a line for this, for Flash Vertical Velocity, which is brand new for this year. So I'm gonna go get in the line because it doesn't really look like there is much of one, and this is the only ride I can't use my basic Flash Pass for. So here we go. All right, so I just got off the Flash Vertical Velocity, and holy moly, that was awesome. First of all, the on-ride audio, I think, really makes that ride. There is audio from the beginning to the end. I rode in the second seat, so I was in the first car, second seat. The other thing that I loved about it, let's see if we can get this in here, is when you're dealing with this right here, this, where's my finger? There it is. You are literally hanging there for maybe like 2 seconds, 3 seconds upside down when you go forwards and you go backwards. I think they call this a super boomerang, or there's some term for it with the word boomerang in it, but oh my gosh, what a great ride. And I only waited maybe 20 minutes. So now I'm gonna go find something else to do, and we're gonna keep moving around. These quick sixes are new. You enter with your credit card and you scan it right inside there, and then you can pick anything out and you just leave after you've scanned your card. But those are new. That's the first one I've seen. Wonder if they'll be added to more parks. All right, I just got off 2 rides on El Toro. First of all, I did not even realize this, and I'm decent with my roller coaster facts, but not always great. I didn't know that there was no chain lift on here. This is a elevator pulley system, as you can kind of see right here. Kind of like on Millennium Force at Cedar Point. All right, so I rode back car, front seat, and then I rode the front seat. I will say this about El Toro. So I've heard a lot of things about El Toro. It definitely is a strong wooden roller coaster. We'll use the word strong. Now, you bounce, at least I bounced. There was a lot of bouncing, a lot of banging. I think that wooden roller coasters that are really, really tall and really, really fast can sometimes be they can feel out of control, which I know that that's a big part of it. However, I don't know. It was awesome. It was really good. It was a really good ride. I'm not gonna say it wasn't good, because it was very good. But I just am not gonna say that it was like my favorite wooden coaster. Now, I thought it was great though. There certainly is airtime, which I loved, and I did love the speed. There is a lot of speed, but sometimes speed plus wood can get to feeling a little out of control. So we're just wandering around again, and I am gonna make my way over to the safari at some point today. We're just dealing with drizzle, so the rides haven't been down like Dorney was. We're just dealing with drizzle only, and the park is like dead too. Medusa, very fun, floorless B&M coaster. Very, I don't want to say standard. It's not a standard B&M, but it has all the typical elements that you get on those floorless coasters, the different type of inversions. Similar, for me, it reminded me of Kraken at Busch Gardens, Tampa. kind of like in the back of the park. The color scheme is similar. I think they repainted Kraken down there though, but I don't know for sure, but that's what that reminded me of, was that. So off we go. Not many people on this end of the park. I don't really think there's anything else over this way, to be honest. Okay, the runaway mine train is closed. And I'm sad because I like mine train rides. I mean, am I the only person here? There is nobody here. Guess I won't need my flash pass today. We're gonna go on the log flume. Even though it's rainy, it's still super muggy and warm, so who cares if it's through the raindrops or through the log flume. All right, I took the shuttle over to, there's a little shuttle that picks you up. There it is. Over at the dry park. Well, not the dry park. It's not the water park, because there's a water park here, there's the safari, and then there's obviously the rides, the Great Adventure. So I just took a shuttle over here to the safari because I want to get on here since it's rainy and see what I can see animal-wise on the safari. So let's go. Long walk to get to this ride. I haven't been on a flying coaster. I don't even know the last flying coaster I was on. It might have been Manta at SeaWorld in Orlando. Might have been my last flying coaster, which is similar as far as like setup is concerned as this is. Here, the way you load and unload and everything. The other flying coasters that were originally manufactured by Vekoma, those aren't really around anymore. I think there might be one left. Tons of fun. Tons of fun. Tons of fun. I will say this though, you've got to, on here, the way you're fastened in, you have to almost surrender to the harness, like to the restraint. You have to like lay forward on it and just let it take you. A lot of times I try to really hold my core in if I'm sitting, but because you're laying down on your belly on here, you really have to like succumb to it so that the ride will take you with it instead of like fighting against it. So it was a great ride, really good. And it stopped raining, so that's good. All right, so just finished Batman the ride here. That was a lot of fun, front row seat. I can't remember if I said I got a front row on Superman also, which was the flying coaster. With it being not as crowded today, it's easy to get on the front rows of things. So away we go, we continue on. That was my first time on a single rail coaster, Jersey Devil. Super smooth, holy moly. And I was in the back seat. So I got yanked, lots of airtime. A lot of fun. That was really fun. Okay, we're on to Nitro next. This reminds me of Sky Rush at Hershey Park. Nitro, awesome. Front row on there too. Floater airtime on there. Really cool. Really great rides, really great roller coasters here. Time to find food now as we're starting to conclude things. It's time for food. Here's dinner, pork loin with mashed potatoes. I almost said mashed potatoes. Macaroni and cheese and some Powerade. So my dining plan doesn't work here, as I mentioned earlier, but I did buy the one meal dining plan. It gives you the, roller coaster hair and don't care. It gives you the, gives me one meal, one drink, and then I'm gonna get a snack. So I might have that snack on the way out so I can enjoy it later on. Looks good. We're gonna go on the Sky Screamer. Let's go do it. Let's do it. What a fun day it's been today at Six Flags Great Adventure. Got on every roller coaster here, except for the one that's indoors. I didn't do that one. But every other roller coaster I rode, plus some other rides, and I got to go on the safari. The sun came out, it's wonderful. I had some good food. This is a great park. A lot of fun here. Definitely a different vibe than I find in the Midwest parks like Cedar Point or Kings Island, even Dorney Park, a little different vibe than that. Definitely interesting to be back in a Six Flags park again, crazy. But anyway, I'm getting a snack and then I'm headed out and I'm going on a cruise tomorrow. So stay tuned for those videos, those are coming. And maybe I'll see you on board, or maybe I will see you on the Midways on your next trip. Thanks for watching. Bye now.